What's up, everybody? Justin here, back with a predictions video on WWE Backlash 2020 this Sunday. I don't gotta tell you where it is. You know where to watch it. If you don't have the network, you're screwed. Unless you know somebody that knows about streaming sites. And there are a lot of them out there. I'm not going to give them away here. But anyways, I subscribe to the network. I have since the first day of the WWE network. Is that 5-6 years ago? So yeah, I've given a lot of $10 to the network. This is my WWE Backlash, as I said, 2020 predictions. Last year, I don't think there was a Backlash. I think there was in 2018, but whatever. So Backlash is back. I don't know why it went away, but it's back. It used to be a SmackDown only pay-per-view. Back in 2002, it was the brand split. Raw and SmackDown matches were on Backlash. And then in 2003, Backlash was a SmackDown only pay-per-view. Brought it back in 2016, I think. But it's all brands again. Except for NXT. That'd be nice if we could get an NXT women's title match, but I don't think so. It's just Raw and SmackDown at Backlash 2020. Up first, let's start with... Now, they might add another match. I don't know. I don't think there'll be a kickoff matchup. Because what's the point? Well, they did have a kickoff match, I believe. They did have one for Money in the Bank. I think it was Cesaro and Gable, or I don't remember. Or Cesaro and Gulak. I don't remember. But I think the Money in the Bank kickoff did have a matchup on the pre-show with Cesaro against, I don't remember who. So up first, so 7 matches have been signed. Maybe 8 will be after SmackDown. I don't know. I'm shooting this show on Thursday. So up first, let's go with the U.S. title. U.S. Championship on the line. Apollo Crews defending against Andrade. With, of course, the gorgeous Zelina Vega. I always love to see her. She's a great manager. She's a great talker, good wrestler, and she also looks great. So I doubt Apollo loses. The guy just won. And in my opinion, if WWE took the U.S. title off of Apollo already this fast, it would be a bad fucking thing. Especially with all the protests going on. Black Lives Matter. They do matter. Black lives matter. If you don't want to get behind it, that's what I think of you. I'll just say the racism in this country has gotten worse since Trump, in my opinion. And it needs to go away and be just gone forever and ever and ever. I fucking despise and hate racism. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I have friends of all races. And I like them and love them all equally. I will never understand hating another person because they're a different skin color. I will never understand that. Black lives matter. So my opinion, if Apollo loses, that won't be a good look for WWE. In my opinion, a lot of fans will look at it like, what the fuck? Why'd you take the title off Apollo? And they'll blame Vince and say, Vince, you're racist, you don't care about black people, whatever, stuff like that. If Vince was a true racist, this is just my opinion, if Vince McMahon was a true racist, I don't think he'd make any African Americans champions in his company at all. I don't think he would. I just don't. If you were a true racist and you ran a company, I don't think you would make black athletes your champions. I will say he hasn't made that many blacks champions. And I'm talking about world champions. Hardly anybody. The Rock and Kofi. Yes, they've been tag, intercontinental, U.S. champions. But not many world champions. And I'll speak about that more when I talk about Lashley and Drew McIntyre, because there is a problem with WWE not letting more black superstars be world champions. That's an issue in my opinion. More of them should have been. Before Kofi, after Kofi, a lot more of them should be. I'll just talk about it now. Big E should have been a world champion already. Should be a future world champion. R-Truth could even be. He's getting kind of old, but he never will be. But I'm just saying, in his prime, R-Truth was a world champion. And props to the NWA, TNA, Jeff Jarrett, they pushed R-Truth. Ron Killings, he was an NWA world champion. So, I don't think Jeff Jarrett or his father are racist, because they made R-Truth their world champion for a while. Wasn't that long of a reign, but he was still their champion. So, again, Big E. That's the first guy I think of, Big E. Yes, he was an NXT champion. That was a long fucking time ago. A lot of fans probably don't even know that. Big E was NXT champion. And he was a very good champion, because I watched NXT at that time. But Big E should have been a WWE champion already. This is just coming from a white guy that's a big wrestling fan. I see Big E as a world champion. Always have. Lashley. What the fuck? That guy looks like a world champion. Carries himself like a world champion. Lashley could be like... like how Nick Aldis is. Dresses in suits, sunglasses, stuff. That's what Lashley could be. Lashley could be like Nick Aldis if he was given the opportunity to be WWE champion. They could turn him into like a Nick Aldis. And still have MVP with him to talk for him. So I don't understand why Lashley has not been made world champion already. He was Impact world champion, and he was a really good Impact world champion. And he can cut promos too. He's not that bad at talking. He's not bad at all. So that's all I got to say about that. Apollo, my prediction, Apollo wins and retains. If he doesn't, WWE, you're going to get a lot of shit from fans. And what's going on in the country, that would not be smart to take the title off of Apollo, in my opinion. So, Apollo wins. Up next, let's go with the women's tag team titles. Bayley and Sasha, the new champions. I like that. I don't know how long they'll have them. I really don't. Bayley and Sasha defend against the Iconics, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce. They're a part of Monday Night Raw. And Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross. They were on SmackDown. So you have a SmackDown team against a Raw team. Could have made a 4-way and threw in an NXT women's team. But the NXT women are getting a tag title shot next Wednesday. Tegan and Shotzi are actually getting a tag title shot. That's awesome. I like that. Have the women's tag titles really be defended a lot more on all three brands because that's different and it will be good and entertaining. So I like all three of these women teams a lot. Love the Iconics. I love their promos. I love their new attitude. They seem like they're no longer just a comedy act. They've gotten more vicious and violent and attacking Bayley and Sasha and attacking Alexa and Nikki. I like Alexa and Nikki. They got great chemistry. They're a great team. They work well. They work. Let me start over. They work well together. And I think they're pretty good friends outside the ring because they seem like they really like each other when they cut promos and stuff. It seems like Nikki's always getting Alexa to laugh and like bust out laughing, or Alexa's trying to not laugh during Nikki's promos because she is fucking nuts and she has a ton of energy and she must have like 5 cups of coffee before she cuts a promo because she has so much damn energy. So the women's tag titles, I believe the Iconics will win and become the new women's tag champions for the second time. Bayley and Sasha, they could very well retain. I don't know. I'm just doing my predictions. But I think Bayley will screw up like she almost did on SmackDown. And Sasha had to save her and tag in and get the win. So Bayley, I believe, will screw up, mess up. They'll lose the tag titles. Maybe she'll run into Sasha. I don't know. And Sasha gets rolled up. But the Iconics win and are the new women's tag team champions. I just think how the Iconics have been booked on Raw, I think they're winning. So I don't... I wish I knew who wanted, if the Iconics win. I really wish, and I really wish I knew whose decision it was to put him over, Paul Heyman or Vince. Maybe Bruce Pritchard's not on Raw, but I don't know. I don't think Vince cares really about the women's matches and who goes over. Maybe let's Heyman run it, the women. I don't know. But Vince, the guy is such a control freak. He probably books every damn match. And it's his decision on every match. My decision is, and my prediction is the Iconics. Up next, let's go with the greatest wrestling match ever, or whatever the hell they're calling it. The greatest wrestling match of all time. That is just WWE trolling all the fans that want to get upset. And I'm sure many have. I am not one of them. They're doing it on purpose, saying that. Just to be funny, or to troll the fans, or to do both. I don't know. I don't care. I do know it won't be the greatest wrestling match of all time. It won't even be like probably top. It won't even be top 50. I doubt it. Now, it could be very good. This could be a very good wrestling match. It could be a classic. Maybe. If they let him go 25, 30 minutes, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a 45-minute time limit draw. Who the hell knows? So, the greatest wrestling match of all time? No. Both guys are really good. Edge is still very, very, very fucking good. Whatever he is, 48 years old, I don't know. Edge still looks in his prime. Randy Orton is still in his prime. It could be very fucking good. But it's not going to be on the level of Flair, Steamboat, or anything like that. In my opinion, the greatest wrestling match of all time is Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat. To me, at Clash of Champions. 6 or 7 from New Orleans in April 1989. I don't know the date, but anyways, any one of the Flair Steamboat matches from 89, any one of those could have been called, to me, could have been called the greatest wrestling match of all time that I've seen. Or that I think is one of the greatest matches I've seen. You could also say Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 25 could be also the greatest wrestling match of all time. Again, Edge and Orton will be very good. As I feel like looking up when Flair and Steamboat happened, or what Clash of Champions that was. I know it's 1989. Clash of Champions like 7 or 6. So I'm gonna have to look this up. There were a lot of Clash of Champion events, and all of them are available. Cheap plug on the WWE network. A lot of Clash of Champions. It was called April 2nd, 89. That's what it was. Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat wrestled to 55 minutes, 49 seconds, 2 out of 3 falls. It was all fucking epic. Never seen it. Newer fans, if you weren't born, never seen the match, and you have the network, watch Clash of the Champions 7. Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat is epic. Watch it if you haven't seen it. I've probably watched it about 15 to 20 times. Maybe more, but whatever. Back to Backlash predictions. Edge, Randy Orton. My prediction is Randy Orton wins because Edge won. Edge won at WrestleMania. So I think Randy Orton wins at Backlash. Up next, these predictions are going too long. So up next, let's go with the Universal Championship. Braun Strowman defends against Miz and Morrison. Handicap match 2-on-1. For the Universal title, I think The Fiend will appear. The Fiend will interfere, I think, and hit Sister Abigail on Braun. After the match, your winner, still Universal Champion Braun Strowman. He's not going to lose it. He's not. He's probably going to keep it until Roman wants to come back and then defeat him. I don't know when Roman's coming back. I don't. It's pretty weird not seeing Roman. To me, it seems like he's not even with the company anymore. I almost forgot he's still employed, but he is. They're not going to release Roman, I'll tell you that. I know that for a fact. They will not release him when they can sell merchandise again and allow fans in. He still makes a lot of money, probably will. in merchandise. So, but whatever. I'll just say Roman will never sell as much merchandise as Cena did. So Braun retains. Up next, let's go with Jeff Hardy. Sheamus or Sheamus. Jeff Hardy wins. I don't really care about this match, but I would like to see Jeff Hardy get some revenge. Sheamus, I guess, ran him over with a car. That's attempted murder. Ran over Jeff. He went flying backwards behind the car. And then he, I guess, poured booze all over Jeff, or poured booze all in his car because Jeff smelled of alcohol. That was really you're sick for that, Sheamus. I know he didn't do it, but I'm just going along with the story. You're a sick bastard. You tried to kill Jeff Hardy. And then you tried to say he was drunk driving too. Or the cops arrested him, and I guess they took him to the police station. He passed a breathalyzer because he didn't drink. And then Jeff returned to the arena, the PC. I don't know who came up with that. That was a very Attitude Era type storyline. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I was kind of shocked by it that they did that. I don't know who came up with it. Bruce, Pritchard, or Jeff Hardy. I don't know. If Jeff did, that's kind of weird. Because the guy probably will always be an alcoholic. Jeff shouldn't be involving his personal problems, his past issues in a storyline. I'm afraid, man. I'm afraid for Jeff. In like 5 years, or when he leaves WWE, he really could relapse again. Maybe they'll pay for his rehab again. I don't know. If he relapses, maybe they'll keep helping him. I don't know. I did hear WWE will keep paying your rehab as many times as you need it. If I were them, I wouldn't. I would definitely not pay for Sunny to go back to rehab. She could go fall in a gutter and fall down into the sewer as far as I'm concerned. I don't care about Sunny anymore. She is trash. How she acts. She deserves to be in prison for about 10 years. You do, Tammy. You deserve prison for about 10 years. So you can fucking learn your lesson, you dumb motherfucking stupid nasty woman. You need prison. Because that's the only thing that's going to help you and clean your life up. I know you're out of jail now, but you'll be back. You'll be back within a year. I bet. I don't wish for Sunny to be back in jail, but she acts like she doesn't give a fuck. When she breaks the law, she seems like she doesn't care. And she keeps doing it. I think Sunny is worse. Sunny has gotten worse than Scott Hall when he was having problems, and Jake the Snake. Sunny is actually worse than them. And they were really, really, really bad addicts. Well, Sunny's worse than them. And she doesn't deserve any fans' sympathy. So, Jeff Hardy wins. Up next, the Raw Women's Championship. Asuka, my favorite wrestler, defends against Nia Jax. Asuka wins. She better fucking win, or I will fucking rage and be super pissed. Asuka better fucking win. You better have Asuka retain. She just got the fucking title about 3 weeks ago. Or a month ago at Money in the Bank. Right after Money in the Bank. So what? Becky gave her the title. So what? Asuka still earned it because the title was in the damn briefcase. So I don't see it like that. Some fans or some stupid dumbasses like Nia Jax are probably saying, "Oh, Asuka." First off, if you're upset Asuka is Raw Women's Champion and you're upset she was so-called given the Raw Women's title, if you're upset about that, fuck you. If you're not a fan of Asuka, you're a dumbass and you're a stupid person. And you don't even deserve to watch wrestling. You shouldn't even be a fan if you don't think Asuka is good and entertaining. So Asuka wins, hopefully by tap out or knockout. Storyline wise, not for real. I hope Asuka really injures Nia Jax badly. I don't like Nia. She really hurts a lot of women. She's hurt Alexa, I believe, with a concussion, I think, or maybe I'm wrong, but I think she did hurt Alexa when they faced off and had that feud. She's heard Kairi Sane about 3 to 4 times, or at least 3 times, or at least twice. And I'm gonna say this: Nia's gotten worse in the ring. She's gotten more unsafe than she was back in her NXT days, 2016. Nia has gotten worse than she was 5 years ago. And that is fucking pathetic. She's gotten worse somehow. I don't know how, but she's gotten worse. And she's injured more women since her NXT days. Basically, since she's caught up to Raw, she's been bad and injured a lot of women. She's not a good monster heel. And she's not even a good wrestler. I hope when our fans are back, I hope they chant at Nia, "You can't wrestle, because it's true." Or you should be called, or you should, I don't know. You should go to NXT chant at her. Or something. They should just release Nia. After she loses to Asuka, release her. She's useless, in my opinion. She is useless. And she's fucking annoying. She's not a good heel. She's not good on the mic. She's not good in the ring. She's not. Her promos are god awful. She just ends up yelling and screaming in her opponent's face. That's all she's good at. I believe they'll never release her because Rock got her hired, I believe, or got her a tryout, and they thought she had talent. She doesn't. She did. In NXT, Nia Jax was good, and she had talent. Now she doesn't. She lost it. She should retire or ask to be released. So, Asuka wins. If she doesn't, I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do. I'm afraid of what I'll do. So, up next, the main event, I'm pretty sure, for the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre defends against Bobby Lashley with MVP Lana will probably interfere. Lana will come out. This is a guess. It's not a prediction. Lana might come out, distract Bobby, and then he'll lose. And he'll look like a fool and a doofus for being distracted by a woman, his on-screen wife character that he doesn't care about anymore. So he shouldn't get distracted, but he will. So Lana will cost Lashley the title. Watch that happen. MVP and Lana will probably be arguing, and Lana is jealous that MVP has more brains than her, and got Lashley a title shot and got him to be a badass and not just care about a stupid, I'm not talking about Lana personally. I'm talking about on TV, her character. All Lashley was doing was caring about his stupid wife. He wasn't looked at as a main eventer. He was looked at as a joke. And now MVP with him, at least, is making him a main eventer. But that will all be ruined. That will all be ruined. It will be down the drain. It will be all for nothing, pushing Lashley going up against Drew for the WWE Championship in the main event. That will all go fucking down the drain if Lana interferes and costs Lashley. It'll be all for nothing. His fucking push. Putting MVP with him. That would be all for nothing if he doesn't win. I would like Lashley to win. I was listening to Busted Open Radio today on Thursday. I almost said Friday, but it's Thursday. I was listening to Busted Open on Sirius XM. Great show. Really great show. So, on Busted Open, Bully Ray was saying Lashley, they should give him the title because of what everything's going on in the country. And not because Lashley's black, because he deserves it. And I agree. I guess some fans would be pissed and upset that Drew lost and only had a 2-month title reign. But who cares what the fans... Who cares if they're pissed that Drew lost? Who cares? Because there are no fucking fans in the arena, so you can have Lashley win. This is the time to do it. And then a lot of fans will probably be pissed then, oh, they just gave it to Lashley because of what's going on with the protests. And they gave Lashley the title because there's no fans in the crowd. Or that they don't give a fuck about Lashley because they gave him the title in front of no fans. But I still think it'd be a good idea to have Lashley win the WWE Championship. And I don't know. Drew could get it back in a couple months. Or in the winter, he could get it back in the fall. To me, Drew losing would not hurt him. They should give it to Lashley. He really does deserve it. And not because he's black. He should have been champion years ago. The first year he came back on Raw after WrestleMania, he should have been champion that year. Later in the year. He's been with the company like 2 to 3, I don't know how long, 2 to 3 years already. I look at Lashley as a fucking beast, as a star. He's like Brock, but he's black. A lot of fans have called him Black Lesnar as a joke before. He's just as good as Brock. And he's actually better because he's full-time. So I would like Lashley to win. But my prediction... I don't have faith in Vince or WWE in giving it to Bobby Lashley. I don't. If they do and MVP helps them, that'll be awesome. That'll be great. I'll be really shocked and very happy. But my predictions, Drew McIntyre retains. Again, I want Lashley to win, but I don't think he will. So there are my Backlash 2020 predictions. Hope you enjoyed them. Bye for now.